YouTube, Saturday morning compressor change coming. It's 8 a.m. Look, I got OC on here cracking Chris's balls about start components. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Okay, so.
Oh, Phil, a commercial? Dude, it was just
getting good. How do you take your coffee? For most Americans, it's with cream and sugar. But if you knew how damaging...
Oh, that's a good segue to a joke. Do you know why I don't put sugar in my coffee? Because I'm sweet enough. Oh, man, the weather... I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but I posted up our forecast for the next week. Weather's going to be killer. Swell is going to be pumping. There's going to be tons of waves, good weather. And we're going to get out there for this compressor change. It's a 5-horse roll this morning. I think it's a 5-horse. Maybe a 3.5. I gotta look at the part number again. Either way, I got a bunch of work to do out here. I need to wash the evaporator coils. After we get this thing running, I really need to do a deep dive on the system and check my superheats. It's got 2 coils. And I really need to get this thing dialed in.
Hit after hit after hit. Warm and easy.
Cha-cha love, it keeps shining forever. Good morning. Looky there, huh? Not too shabby. Level up your power. I think she says that in another song. That's all Mikey Dread Eye's listening to. I used to love that stuff in the 80s. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, I'm gonna rip out that electronic pressure control deal. I'm gonna put in a standard mechanical dual pressure switch, a fan cycling switch, and a new contactor for the compressor. And then I need to wash both evaporator coils out. And then we need to take a deep dive on this system and make sure everything's dialed in on this one. This compressor's 8 years old. 8 years old compressor, and we watched it thermaling out the other day. And it's gotten weak, so it's hitting the road. It's hitting the road today. I want to park right here. Morning. All right, recovery mode. That's where my brain's at. Let's recover the charge. See how easy that is? Strap it on and then just pull tight. These are ancient, working great still. Use this bag today. Oh yeah, I still got my garbage going. I get these ones at Home Depot, but then I saw RSD got the black Mambas in stock. These are good too for gloves. And these are the Grease Monkeys Home Depot specials. They've been hard to come by. And we'll go analogs. There it is. We're gonna be working on this dude right here. Let's see what we got going. Toast. I got toast going. Yep, power's on. I got toast. All right, here's our unit. Little bottle caps. Ice cold nada. Now, this suction service valve here is broken. It doesn't do squat. Excuse me. So I'm going to recover from the high side. And let me see if this solenoid's energized. Let's see. Nope, nothing. Let's go see if the breaker is even on. All right, so the breaker's off. There's no power to the disco, so I'll just go ahead and put that off. I'm going to gauge up here on the low side while we're out. I mean, on the high side while we're out here. And then, let's see. I also noticed you quit running around over there and get in your sack. Guys tried to escape. Back in jail for you. All right. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go high side. Let's see what we got. Unit's off, so it should be static. Could be pumped down too. Yeah. She's at Hunsky. Now this service valve is, I know for a fact, is no good. But we could put the magnet on here to suck the juice out. Got a new dryer for it. Oh, I noticed this, you guys. This is going 1/2 inch to 3/8 and then back to half. So I want to cut that out too and go all the way back with 1/2 inch for that little gap, a little gapitosis. Why not? All right, so I got to fix this flex too going into the solenoid valve. We're gonna get the magnet on here and we'll get the recovery going. And we're gonna take off the crankcase heater, and not a whole lot to it. 2 hookups, you know, standard little compressor, 2 connections, and then our wires. And we're gonna replace all this, like I said, driving out. Tip of the day, come to the storeroom. You can use their hand truck. Like when it's time to get the compressor, I'm gonna use their cart to put like the recovery and a bunch of vacuum pumps and all that crap on. I'm gonna use their cart because I don't have a cart, so I'm gonna use their cart. I'll probably end up using their ladder. And you know, you can make use of your customers' gear too. NorCal's tip of the day. Vacuum pump under there. Heck, we could probably even throw the compressor on this big old son of a gun while we're at it. Look at that, huh? Yeah. We got our start components and all our other fun stuff here for the compressor. Look at it. Empty recovery tank. Get the nerd. Okay. Get the cords for the nerd. Get extension cord. It's coming together. See? That'll get us recovered. Rip the compressor apart, and we'll come back for the Torcharooski. I was able to roll everything right to there. Isn't that nice? Make a little workstation. ready for the recovery machine. So we are extender cord. Hoping this plug's hot right here. We'll see how we make out. Lighten up the juice. All right. First win of the day. That receptacle actually had power. One of the commenters on the channel had a really good comment last video that I didn't have a dryer on my recovery machine. So I picked up this PF052MF, and we'll get that for the inlet to protect the nerd, for some nerd protection. That was a really good comment. And I had a dryer on there. You don't want to lose your little deal right there. I had a dryer on there, and the little hose connector had failed. So this is the one. I got this one. That was a really good comment. I appreciate it. Now we got some nerd protection right there. Nerd protection. So what I like to do is get my recovery set up. I'll go ahead and oh yeah, we got that little cracker. Get this guy set up. Go ahead and hit it open up to here through the machine, and then do a little purge out right here. Tank will start filling up. I still have to get the magnet for here so we can get the whole system. And then we'll get her started on fast recovery mode. I'm sucking liquid right out of the receiver into this tank. There she goes. See her dropping like a rock. Now while we're recovering, power's off, we've checked it, we're secure. We can go ahead and start taking apart our compressor. This is a single phase, and when you order your new compressor, it doesn't come with start components. You have to order them separate. So yeah, thanks a lot, Copeland, for that. That's awesome. Let's see where I put my channel locks. Just loosening that fitting up. We'll get her off of there. Your crankcase heater, just get that loosened up, it'll open up, and then you can slide the whole strap out. So I did it with one hand, and then your crankcase heater is going to be ready to hit the road ski. See, you can peel it off like that. It's just fine. I'm going to 86 this sensor. Okay. Since we're getting rid of this control, it kind of had failed. We're gonna take off the pressure transducer, and you have a Schrader fitting there that you could actually connect the low side to. And I had forgot about that for a minute, and then my brain kicked in. So you do have a Schrader fitting right there. So you can get low side, high side, same time. And I'm just getting this dude prepped and ready for removal. I'm just rocking the Husky ratchet wrenches, Home Depot specials. It'll work okay. this out of the way and get going here. I'm taking the bolts out of the compressor. Let me talk to you guys what killed this compressor. Came out last Sunday morning. Box is getting warm. I find this control in a vacuum, compressor still running. And I think it had ran in a vacuum for a long time, and it cooked the motor windings. Turned it off, let it cool off, and the windings were just overheated and toast. So the control wasn't shutting off the unit in a vacuum. When the thermostat would get satisfied, kill the signal to the solenoid, the unit would pump down, it would just keep running, and it ran in a vacuum and killed itself. And that's how the compressor failed. And that's why with the new compressor, we're getting rid of that stuff. And we'll get into this. All right, sometimes this is the fun part of the job. You can just get in here and take stuff out. We're gonna need this to fill in the blank for our J-box. See, we got condenser fan motor, very good. Starting components are all gonna come out. Condenser fan motor, condenser fan motor. Okay. Taking all this stuff out while you're still recovering, see? Bolts out, crankcase heater off, gutted all the stuff we have to replace. And we can clean up this rat's nest. Little bit, and we can start putting some of it back together. Okay, we got the recovery finished, and in the time it took for this thing to recover, I was able to clean up the wiring. You'll see all the spaghettis out of there, over there. New contactor, new star components, and I'm still tidying up some of this stuff. And now we got to add our dual pressure control and our fan cycling switch. And I have those right here. We'll get them all set up. This is our new dryer, liquid line dryer. This will be my box for garbage. And we'll get these in fan cycling control and a dual pressure control. And the fan cycling control is going to be for this fan here, and that's going to be my low ambient. This fan here is going to run full bore. This one will be cycling off the fan cycle switch, and that's just to keep the head pressure from getting too low on the cold during the cold months. Uno más. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, right there. All right. Good. We're getting there. I think we're at the point where I'm going to sweat the compressor out now. And so I got all this done while we're evacuating. Well, what's that? Someone's burning one back here, maybe. Look at that, it's in a vacuum from the recovery. Not too shabby. too shabby. Not too shabby. Okay, so what I like to do, and you guys have seen in my videos when I sweat these out to get them clean, it was an old trick a co-worker showed me. So you get your flux on the joints. You guys know I've been doing this for a long time if you've watched my videos. I hope some of you guys have tried it. It really works. And if it doesn't work, it's a good placebo. But no, I think it works. Your flux dries up like this. The trick is you can put water in there, a little bit of water, and bring it back to life when it dries up. Matter of fact, we could where I did that long screwdriver, we could probably do that right here. Get a little more life out of this dude. Yeah. You know, let's mix up a batch. A lot of times the stick doesn't reach anyways. You can get it all worked back in there with a little bit of water and revive this stuff. See that? Get a little bit of the excess water out and bring it back to life. It's like playing with Play-Doh when you're a kid. There we go. And just bring her back to life. See? Let's get this on there to cut this dryer out. I love this tubing cutter. Ready for action? Let's go. Look at that thing. There it is. Bam. That was the original dryer that came on this unit. Just a little 084. See if we can make it into the garbage box. 2. Don't forget your reamer. Reaming. Okay. Whew. Oh, I got her. There she is. Whew, little bugger. Right there. Whew, yeah, baby. All right, I got it all sealed up, cooled off with my wet rags. Now we can get this thing out of there. Bring her over here. Whew. Maybe we could do a little house cleaning in there before we put the new one down. Let me go find some rags. The compressor's out of the way. We're doing a little cleanup. I went ahead and cut out the old head pressure switch. Now I'm going to install the dual pressure and the fan cycling over here. I'm going to come off here and I'll be able to get my fittings for my fan cycling and for my head protection. I'm going to build that up while the compressor's out of the way. Just getting a little house cleaning done right here. Okay. All right, so I'm thinking something like this. A T onto that fitting at the compressor, and then maybe like 1, 2. Fan cycling, head pressure. Break. All right, made my little tree. Now I gotta get my little feet in. These bolts here have the sleeves built in. I like that. Let her rip. I'm gonna reuse that sight glass, even though it looks shitty. I just don't have another one on the van. Not a 1/2 inch. Terrible. Put the wires in just because they were right there. So they're all nice and tight. We'll get our cover back on. There we go. Yep, cover is on. Now we'll get these connected, and I gotta hook up the nitrogen purge over these roofs. Nitrogen hooked up here, going in through the high side. And we're doing it. I got some sauce on there, trying not to melt the dryer off too bad. See if we can't get this brazed up. 1, 2, 3, 4 for now, and then I got to work on getting this piece of 3/8 out of here. And that clamp I got to work on. And then we'll go 1/2 inch, bend around up here to 1/2 inch. That's the plan. Do it. Looks good. Looking good. A little bit bigger. Pipe's in the way. Too much solder on that suction line. Alright, let's get the mirror out and check those. Looks good. It's looking good. That all looks good. Yep, looking good. Those are looking good. Okay. Now I want to work on this clamp right here. I want to get this clamp off. Then it's good and rusted. Caps off the dryer. Let's see. 2-ski, 4-ski. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. It's fine even if it breaks, it's fine. It's off of there. Okay. If you are going to get this tubing cutter, the lowest it'll go is 1/2 inch ACR. It will not cut 3/8. Just a heads up. So I'm going to come back here, get her on there. Okay. All right, there it is. Oh, I got my grounds for my fan motors I gotta hook up. All right, we're gonna do that chunk from there up and around into there with 1/2 inch. I did bring some 1/2 inch pipe. We'll make a piece. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. About 52, 53 inches. Make a U-turn. Swedge-o-matic. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we're gonna go get the bender and make a horseshoe. Boink, boink. Okay, hit my mark. I'll make a horseshoe. It's not super like critical or super scientific. It's just gonna be boom. That's where I wanted to come over. And I'm gonna come back. Somewhere's in there. Maybe a little bit more. A little more meat on those potatoes. Yeah, like that. Something like that. Alright, I got it cut, I got it swedged. Let's see if we can get it in there. Oh, looky there, huh? Look at that. Let me, I should have a clamp on the truck for that. A Vibrazorb clamp. That look better? We get our purge going. Purge-o-matic. Still got a little bit of wiring to clean up when it's on the vacuum pump. And then we can carry on with a bunch of pickup work inside. Okay, we're purging. Let's get this hooked up. Got my wet rags here. Keep the old side glass safe. Okay. That's good. Half-inch clamperooski. You've never seen my clamp box. It's all my different clamps, pipe clamps. And then this is my flex connectors, but I was actually looking for these two of those. Okay. We're on the vacuum pump. I got my magnet on the solenoid valve. The solenoid valve on this unit's actually outside. I got that half-inch fixed up, the compressor changed out. I got the fan cycle switch installed and a dual pressure control. And the inside of the box cleaned up pretty good. Potential relay, start cap, run cap, contactor. Very basic. Fan cycling switch for that fan. This fan's going to be our primary fan. And then we got head protection and low pressure cutout right here. Just pulling a vacuum through one hose, through the receiver, through the whole system. And then I got my micron gauge on the low side. I'm going to button this up, and then we're going to go work on the evaporator coil. There's 2 coils. All right, we're coming down. 1400 microns. Let's go to the evaporator coil. Look, there's all my garbage. Let's go to the evap coil. Here's the evaporator coils. Here's the thermostat. I think I'm going to change it out. I know that stat's been here since I was a kid. I think I'm going to redo it. And then they had the sensor like in the middle. It's a good idea. At here about 59 degrees. So, and check this out, old heat exchangers. I don't know if you guys remember those. the old heat exchangers. I'm pretty sure there's one on this side too. Yeah, let me get the ladder and I'll show you guys. All right, let me show you guys what I'm getting into. These are the two wires for the thermostat. And it's 208 coil outside. And the solenoid valve for this, the way they did it, it's outside at the condensing unit. So those wires go all the way back out to the condensing unit. What I want to do is I'm going to put in the old digital widgetal with defrost. I'm just going to abandon that. Hook me up a flex, bring it down here. That way the customer can see it. And I think we can do it. What I want to do is, though, I got to grab a neutral. So I'm going to open this up. I think I'll grab 110 to power the stat, and then I'll just keep those two as the switch leg. I think that'll work. These coils cleaned up, and I took out that mechanical thermostat, and I installed the digital with defrost. They're black now instead of gray. And we'll carry on here. I think this box went down last Sunday. And it's holding at 60. It's crazy. Let me get up here and get this one going. All right, I got the coils cleaned, changed the thermostat out. I'm ready to charge this up. I'm gonna just throw a bunch of gas into the receiver to start. I got the disconnect off still. I've already purged my stuff. Solenoid right now is closed. So let's just weigh some in. We know we got a hot box. The box is hot. I'm thinking let's weigh in about 8 or 10 pounds and start right there. Got a big line set, 1 3/8. It goes 1 and then bushes up to 1 3/8, and it's 1/2 inch liquid line. So 1 3/8 and 1/2 inch liquid line. 2 evaporator coils. So we'll fill this receiver up. We could probably fill the receiver up static till it stops. See what happens here. Let's see what it holds. It's also filling up the condenser too, so it'll fill up the condenser in the receiver. But I'm thinking 10 pounds is a good starting point. I'm at 5. Okay, I weighed in 10 pounds. Let's get the amp probe and we'll get ready to fire this thing off. All right, solenoid energized. That's good. Good news. Let's see if we can catch our cut in. Let's see where our cutout's at. I'm going to adjust that a little bit here. All right, let's see where we're at here. 46 cut in. That's a little nicer for me. Let's see where our cutout's going to come around to. She comes. Right around, let's see where it's stopping at. 10. I'll live with that. All right, I'll show you where we're at. I got 15 pounds of gas in. I got my fan cycling switch set. It's going to kick on at 250, cut out at 200. And we're just letting the system run and settle in right now. See, the sight glass is still flashing. And there we are. (102) condensing, 19-degree evaporator. We know the box is hot. Sight glass is still flashing. They still don't quite have a full charge in it yet. You'll see the head pressure is going to come up and it'll kick that fan on. Then that'll knock down my evaporator temperature a ton because it'll over condense. And so I'm just going through the process of getting this thing charged up. 25 amps with my compressor and my fan motor with the box under a big old load, so not bad. Fan cycling switch, not bad, not bad. All right, I'm inside the box. Turn on mine. So we've dropped 6 degrees. We're down to 54. Look, I'm pretty close. Pretty close with my 20-year-old UEI DT200. Yeah, we're within a degree. Not bad. All right, I'm wrapping this thing up. We're all set up out here. And we're coming down. She's working nicely. And let's go check the box one more time. Right. Coming down the mountain. 46. We're headed in the right direction. Let's see what happens.